Port of Spain South Member of Parliament Marlene Mc Donald will reappear in the Magistrate's Court on September 9th after she was granted $2 million bail. The former government minister faced 7 charges, including conspiracy to defraud the government. Ian Wayson has more.
South MP Marlene Mc Donald, who appeared in absentia at the Port of Spain Magistrate's Court, was slapped with a $2 million bail after being charged with 7 charges, including misbehavior in public office and conspiracy to defraud the government. She will reappear in court on September 9th, and she will reappear alongside Wayne Anthony, who is on one charge, at a bail of $100,000, Michael Kuru, who is on 8 charges and bail of $500,000, Victor McEachran, 5 charges at $400,000, and Edgar Zephyrin, who is on 28 charges, and he has a bail of $1 million. The charges were laid indictably, and the accused were not called upon to plead. The court heard that the Port of Spain South MP was admitted to the St. Clair Medical Facility as her attorney said she is not in the best of health. The accusation is that the 5 individuals attempted to defraud the government through the Calabar Foundation, which they claimed was a charitable fund. This foundation, among others, was used to receive millions of dollars in funds to host youth fests, education programs and skill developments. Magistrate Maria Busby Earl-Cadell heard the case. Ian Wayson, TTT News.
He retains the public administration portfolio temporarily until a new appointment is made. This after the Office of the Prime Minister reversed its decision to appoint Senator Garvin Simonet as the Public Administration Minister to replace Mrs. Marlene Mc Donald. In a statement this afternoon, the OPM said the cancellation was in light of new information. The swearing-in ceremony for Senator Simonet was scheduled to take place at the Office of the President this afternoon. Meanwhile, Gavin Simonet has tendered his resignation as a senator with immediate effect. Mr. Simonet said the decision comes following the release of records indicating an arrest due to driving under the influence in the United States. He has also declined to accept his appointment to the cabinet as Minister of Public Administration. Mr. Simonet said his decision to withdraw and resign is driven by his desire to relieve the Prime Minister and the People's National Movement from the distracting burdens of having to navigate any adverse commentary about a key team member. He apologized for any embarrassment caused because of his past infraction. Opposition leader Kamla Persaud says the Rowley-led government has collapsed and a general election must be called. This, she says, in light of the move to appoint Gavin Simonet as Minister of Public Administration and within hours cancelling the appointment. Mrs. Persaud says our nation is now facing a crisis of leadership and there is no alternative but to call a general election immediately. These statements follow the opposition leader's response to the charges laid against the MP for Port of Spain South, Marlene Mc Donald. Mrs. Persaud said Ms. Mc Donald is entitled to a fair trial where she can defend herself against the accusations and, at the end, justice will be done by the courts. She cautioned restraint as this matter is now sub judice. The People's National Movement says it has taken careful note of the unfolding events surrounding the Member of Parliament for Port of Spain South, Marlene Mc Donald, and it is saddened by this turn of events. In a statement today, following the announcement of the revoking of Ms. Mc Donald's appointment as Minister of Public Administration, the party noted that the matters for which the 4 persons are to be charged allegedly occurred many years before Prime Minister Rowley first appointed MP Mc Donald to the cabinet in 2015, and for which MP Mc Donald had twice been exonerated by the Integrity Commission. It also noted that the PNM has long stood on the side of the law and, particularly under the stewardship of Dr. Rowley, has been vehement in its denunciation of corruption and wrongdoing.